Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside virtual visit video tour of this 2018 black Suburban, which is actually a GMC Yukon XL SLT, top of the line. This is the one you see in all the movies with cops driving around in it. It looks like undercover FBI or whatever, Men in Black. It feels like brand new inside almost. It's black on black GMC Yukon XL, which is basically the Chevy Suburban in the more upscale GMC line. This one has a towing package. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got the cooling seats, the heating seats, the vibrating seats. You know these little parking sonar sensors on the bumpers? When you get near an object that goes beep, 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 it shakes your seat if you're getting too close with a little vibration. It's pretty cool. It's got the cylinder deactivation technology engine, which means it runs on 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders, or 8 cylinders, depending on what's appropriate to save gas. That's why the gas mileage, which here I'll show you the MPG rating, is very high for a big SUV. It doesn't burn gas that bad. It's even better fuel efficiency than the police Explorers for something like this. I've had a lot of Tahoes. This is the first Suburban I've had for many years. I used to have a lot of Suburbans, but this one is really clean, really well maintained, driven by responsible drivers, probably hauling VIPs around. Power rear hatch, power flip down seats to do all kinds of tricks. You can flip down your seats and do all these things. Look, see, I'm flipping down the middle seats, flipping down the back seat. It does all these tricks. Now you're ready to haul cargo. Go to Home Depot and you could put a 4x8 sheet of plywood in here, which you can't even do in a pickup truck. And you could do it in the rain and it won't even get wet because it's indoors. There's a little push button here. Power close the trunk. So if you're a mom with some babies in each arm, you can just hit the button. If you're a dude and you want to tow a boat to the river, you have a big old trailer hitch under here. Has excellent towing capacity on the Suburban. If you want to put the seats back up. So there's a big difference between a Tahoe and a Suburban. And that big difference is you have a third row seat in the Tahoe. Yeah, you got a third row seat in the Tahoe, but you don't have any leg room in the third row seat of a Tahoe. Suburban, on the other hand, you can sit adults in a third row seat. Look, that flips up. And then an adult can sit down here and you have a low floor height for the third row seat, so an adult can actually sit back there. You cannot do that in a Tahoe. Tahoe, you're like, oh, I'll get a Tahoe and it's got a third row seat. Look. And you throw the kids back there and then you wonder why the kids walk funny, because they're sitting in the back of a Tahoe. Because their legs are all cramped up. So this is the real deal here. Whether it's a Suburban or a Yukon XL, they're basically the same thing. There's some styling differences, especially the front grille. But most of the rest of the vehicles is basically the same thing. You have to buy it from a different dealer. Why do Chevy and GMC have the same vehicles and they sell them at different dealers? Because they can put both dealers across the street from each other and be franchised. So it's a little marketing game that companies play to sell the same thing across the street from each other. That's why they do it. So we're gonna open the hood, take a look under the hood. We mentioned a little bit ago, this is the 468 cylinder deactivation engine. Chevrolet 5.3 liter V8. You know, the other companies are selling them with turbo 6-cylinders. This has still got a real V8 in here. It's very clean under the hood. It was probably parked in a parking structure somewhere indoors most of the time. It's super quiet. Right now it's just probably running on 4 cylinders, idling away real smooth here. That's your emissions label. California emissions. It's a 50-state capable vehicle. So going on a little virtual visit test drive. If you think, who's this clown trying to sell a car on the internet?
Turn left, then turn left.
Our website, which I pointed out earlier and later in the video, mybestcar.com, has a link to our presence on eBay, which has been there for more than 20 years. We have feedback history going back more than 20 years on eBay.
Then turn right onto Galena Street.
So as we test drive, this has tinted windows. All these SUVs do, but this one has tinted windows.
Turn right onto Galena Street.
Taking a look.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Van Buren Boulevard.
Excellent acceleration. If I turn on the cruise control, set. It has a forward collision alert system.
Turn left onto Galena Street. Then
So,
turn left onto Mission Boulevard.
as we turn on the cruise control, set, requesting 49 miles an hour, but we can follow far, medium, or close to other vehicles because the car is doing most of the work of maintaining the
At
distance.
the next stop sign, turn left.
Hey Siri, and navigation.
Ending navigation.
The navigation, this has genuine Chevrolet navigation system, but it also has this Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. So we're using the navigation built into your phone, plugged in through the USB port to navigate us. So it's super easy to use that. Or if you go off grid to somewhere in the middle of nowhere where there's no cell signal, the dedicated navigation will work for you as well. Plus, of course, it has OnStar, which is an additional form of navigation capability where you can have a live operator get on OnStar and give you directions. Now, OnStar requires a subscription. Apple CarPlay does not. Apple CarPlay just requires you have a compatible iPhone or Android operating system, iOS, Android operating system, to connect you via USB or wireless. If you connect the dongle, you can connect wirelessly with Apple CarPlay. So we're going to do some backwards driving using the backup camera. Into a parking space. Select this one here. We have moving guidelines backing us up into a parking space. Plus our mirrors. Now, you see the triangle that came on the screen? When that happened, that says we're getting close to an object, and my seat starts to vibrate instead of beeping. And then we have indicators over here on the dashboard telling us we're close to an object. Now, it's only a bush. The car doesn't want you to hurt the bush, so it's giving you little proximity indicators. But the seat is actually going bzz, bzz, bzz. Hey, dude, you're getting close. And instead of beeping at you, it buzzes at you. Now, I believe there's a setting you can choose if it beeps, buzzes, or both. There's a lot of settings you can change when you go into this menu screen. and you can personalize the vehicle, like did the lights stay on or they don't. All those settings, you can personalize them from in the screen over here. Now down here we've got heated seats, upper heated seats, lower heated seats, air conditioned seats. When you turn on the air conditioned seats, it blows cool air across your behind and back area. So that's really nice if you live in the middle of Arizona or California on a hot sunny day, New Mexico, Texas, wherever, Florida, and you get in on a hot sunny day in your black SUV, you can turn your cooling seats on right away. And it can remember your settings. It does have memory programmability. It's in one of the settings to set up the driver memory. It also has adjustable pedals for higher. If you're short or tall, the pedal height is adjustable. Here's your parking sensor, your lane assist. It has lane assist as well. All the state-of-the-art driving features. Hey Siri, get directions to Phoenix, Arizona.
Getting directions to Phoenix.
And want to go somewhere for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Look how easy it is.
Phoenix. Proceed to Orco Parkway, then turn left.
It tells us to get to Phoenix, it's going to take us 4 hours and 42 minutes. Arrival 7:44 p.m. And that, of course, because it's through your smartphone, automatically updates and gets you live traffic through your smartphone without a subscription. So you got the latest detailed information to help you get to your destination, and it's super easy to use. You've got all kinds of sensors, occupancy sensors up here. I will be able to give you a free copy of the GMC Yukon brochure. You can look it up online by going on Google and search for GMC 2018 Yukon brochure PDF and find the brochure online. You can find the brochure for anything like that. All these different little window switch lighting controls up here. One more look around the vehicle. Power folding seats everywhere. Rear AC controls for the passengers to set their own temperatures. This has 3 zone independent temperature control areas. It doesn't have any scratches on it. There might be a chip, a little rock chip here, small ones here and there. Does not come with a camera. It has floor mats with it. Power seats on both front seats. Look at this. It's like having your own limo, but you gotta drive. Unless you have a driver. Running boards, and these are the super strong metal running boards. It's super sturdy. At A Buyer's Choice, we offer you clean deals without junk fees. We are a by appointment warehouse type dealer where most of our cars are kept indoors. You can make a same or next day appointment by calling by phone. Be careful about just sending an email or text, because for other dealers, you will just reduce yourself from a person to only a lead for a salesperson to pursue until you sign your future income away. Also, most dealers have hidden fees and costs that are added to the advertised sale price that you might not find out about until you are ready to sign. I prefer that you call us between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. so you can be treated like a person and we can answer your questions for you quickly and politely. So you don't get ripped off by another dealer, you should follow a few steps from this checklist, and you can pause the video or take a screenshot of your computer screen. Here's a safety checklist so you don't get ripped off. I will, if you ask, give you a good faith estimate of your total cost out the door for any vehicle you are pursuing from our dealership, because we offer clean deals. When you go to a dealership, they have to make you sign a contract for the purchase of a vehicle. Now, before you go to a dealership, you should ask for a purchase order quoting all fees and costs. What you have to watch out for, and this is just a simple, this is a payment calculator, but this shows cash price vehicle and accessories. You have to watch out for that. These contracts, this is a simple purchase order that we at a Buyer's Choice can send you before you even come to the dealership, so you know how much your total of payments is going to be before you even arrive. Or you can even ask for a simple contract, which would identify any interest rates or anything like that. A lot of dealerships use different types of contracts. This is a simple interest contract, simple interest finance charge contract. This is a 2006 version. Notice this is a 2022 version. Look how much longer it is. They keep adding text and lines. These contracts get longer and longer. It's about 24 inches long. If you're given a long contract, that's fine. But where you really have to pay attention to is total cash price. Includes line 1, cash price vehicle, cash price accessories. A lot of dealers are adding $8,000 in accessories, from undercoating to Scotch Guard, all types of security devices that aren't even the factory alarm system, that may not be of any value to you, but they add $8,000 or more in accessories added to the cash price. So when you look at the advertised price, which is the price of the vehicle, you think you're getting a good deal, but when you're sitting at the desk, you're paying all this extra stuff. And look how many lines there are of stuff to add on, and 2 columns to add on. And then you have places all over the place to sign. Now, these long form contracts are also printed on both sides. So if you're going to take your time to read this, I can tell you, if you go to a dealership and they fill out this contract for you, they're not going to let you take it home and read it. They're going to be like, this is the deal here and now. At a Buyer's Choice, we're a little different. We'll give you your purchase order, quoting you out the door before you even come and visit the dealership, saving you a lot of time. These other dealerships, you're going to sit in there for 8 hours haggling. Right here it says total cash price A through O might appear all the way down here. And then there's license fees, registration fees, tire fees. Those things can be added on. Total official fees, emissions. It keeps adding up. So a lot of people end up at the dealership. They look at a $20,000 car, and before they're ready to leave, it's actually $60,000 total of payments. And they're tired. They sign because they don't want to go home empty-handed after they've already invested an entire weekend. And then they feel bad the next day. What the hell did I just happen to me? And they won't buy another car for 10 years because it's going to take them 10 years to get over it. Now, if we send you a purchase order like this one, this is all your credit union is going to need. If you've applied and approved at a credit union for an auto loan, they can originate the loan with just this document, which we can email to you, or you can come in person and pick it up. The credit union will issue a loan to pay for the vehicle you're buying from us. This is a clean deal. It doesn't have a lot of junk fees added on. This is only one example. Yours would be specific, and it would include the VIN number of the vehicle you're buying and the odometer readings and stuff like that. But basically, you want to ask for a purchase order before you visit a dealership so you don't get railroaded and end up paying 3 times what you thought you were going to pay. You're going to be able to get the best car at the lowest payment, and you're probably going to know what your payments are going to be before you even start looking at cars. There's credit unions, banks, and finance companies, and if you go fill out a credit application at a dealership, you might be put with a finance company, which is almost like a loan shark. Not exactly, but the interest rates are much higher, so you'll be stuck paying your payments for a lot longer for a lot less car. So we want you to do some steps first before you head to the auto mall. Also, when you show your face at the car dealership and you signing loan agreements with the dealers and you're signing sales contracts or purchase contracts, you have to be careful. There are different kinds of contracts. The one you want to be signing is a simple interest or generic basic sale contract. What you have to watch out for are pre-computed interest rates. There are auto loans that are interest first auto loans. So if you sign your loan and think you're going to refinance, but you signed a pre-computed interest first loan, that means you may not be able to reduce the amount of interest you're paying. So you definitely want to make sure you sign a simple interest rate contract at the dealership when you buy your car. Now, if you buy it from us, you don't have to worry. So go to my website, mybestcar.com, and on YouTube it's spelled the same. The website is mybestcar.com, and on the website you can view all inventory. You can view our YouTube channel, 20 years of feedback reports, lender direct financing, vehicles on TrueCar, even eBay auctions. It will go here to cars.com listings. This is maybe where you want to go, and you can select the vehicle you might be interested in. Check the price. What is the price on the website? Click on it. See how the price compares to other vehicles, and we're going to talk more about that in a minute. Look at the Carfax report, and then as you browse around on the internet here on the website, you can see vehicles also on TrueCar, and there's a comparative analysis of prices, of how our prices compare with average. Keep in mind, a lot of the vehicles we sell are above average condition, have more than average options, maybe top of the line, fully loaded, have navigation systems, DVD entertainment systems, and assorted features that are above average, and that can make them a little bit more expensive because they have more bang for the buck. We also sell RVs, and if you want to see what we've been up to, you can just select view all vehicles and sort by body type, SUVs, in this case RVs and campers. And we're going through, we have 5 pages of RVs on here, and notice next to the price, if we don't have it in stock, it says sold, but the pictures are still viewable on the website too. For financing, we have lender direct referrals. We specifically recommend credit unions, like here's some of the better ones. Westcom is good, SunTrust is good. SunTrust is a neat one where they don't even necessarily need title to the vehicle. They'll just put the money in your checking account, and then you can pay for the vehicle that way. But there's other ways you can browse around. Look at the feedback here. So who are we? You can go back and look at 20 years of since we've been a member since 2001, so that's more than 20 years of reviews, 100% positive feedback. Likewise on YouTube, you can go on our YouTube channel, look at our different videos, and if you select to view videos, and then you can select the latest, popular, or oldest. Here's oldest, and that's videos from 14 years ago, still up on YouTube. So unlike maybe other dealers that change management every 5 years, we've been around for a long time, 25 years. So with 25 years in business, we know how to ship vehicles. Sometimes we ship them to us, sometimes we ship them to you. If you're sitting in the middle of some state, even Hawaii or some other country, we offer local delivery, international delivery. That's a flat rack with an RV on it. A flat rack is how you load a container ship with a motorhome. Of course, you can put it on the roll-on, roll-off ships. We've done enclosed shipping of vehicles. If you need an estimate for shipping your vehicle, just call us between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. and we'll give you a good faith estimate about how much it's going to cost to ship the vehicle from us to you. Now, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you need to finance your vehicle,
If you're not in California, just go on Google Maps, search for credit unions, find your area, and search nearby for credit unions. I'm doing it here for my area in Ontario, California area. And what do you know? Lots of credit unions are nearby. As you see on the screen here, we found Arrowhead Credit Union is one of the ones that popped up. I like Arrowhead Credit Union. I used to be a member. They have very good interest rates. So if I open up their website and go directly to Arrowhead Credit Union, of course you can go through your own credit union and check rates, see what they are. Here we go, 4.4% interest rate on an auto loan. You can get on their website and search for rates, see what loans rates are for autos, RVs, whatever you're buying. And sometimes they even estimate what your payments will be. Here, look, 4.49 to 23. This credit union offers tiered interest rates. So if your credit is healthy, you'll get a good interest rate, a really good one. But if your health of your credit is less desirable, they might still be able to finance you because they offer a higher rate if your credit is higher risk. But still, that's going to be cheaper than going with a finance company. Here's another credit union, Altura Credit Union. They also have excellent rates, and they've treated our customers really well when they work with Arrowhead. But they're not the only credit unions. I showed you earlier how to go on my website and search for recommended lenders, but this is how to find it in your area. So if you're sitting in the middle of Texas or anywhere else in the country, search for credit unions the same way. Find one that you like near you and check what their rates are. Get pre-approved, and we'll give you a purchase order so you can pay for the vehicle through your credit union financing. Now let's talk about the government programs. This one, you want to go, if you're in California, go to driveclean.ca.gov, like I'm showing you who are on the internet. You go on the California State official website. Then you're going to search for incentives on the navigation bar on the top. And then you have a chance to enter your zip code. That's mine. Enter yours. Select used vehicle type, and then plug-in hybrid. Let's do plug-in hybrid. Plug-in hybrid and electric will get the same incentives. And then also check the box income-based incentives so you can see all the money. Look at the top right, $25,500 in potential incentives available. That's federal tax credit. $25,500. See right there? You've got power company rebates. You've got the Replace Your Ride program offered by South Coast Air Quality District. You've got all kinds of money. And we work with these programs so when you look at the price of the car, you can get money back as rebates, especially if it's a plug-in electrified vehicle. This is how you check. If there's no plug-in electrification, you might not get any, but you can still check on the driveclean.ca.gov website. This is where you go. So now we're going to go on the DMV website and calculate how much your registration fees are going to cost, and taxes. You can get a good idea. Go to DMV, go and calculate fees, and the easiest way when you're looking for vehicles is fees for a new vehicle. Even if it's used fees for a new vehicle to get you close. Then you can select the model year, the fuel type. Is it gas? Is it electric? Is it a plug-in hybrid? What is the purchase price you're paying? Let's say $20,000 or whatever it is. Enter a date in the future, not too far away. And then select the year. You have to type it in. This is a California government website, the DMV website. Select your county. Select your zip code. I'm putting mine, but you should be putting your zip code because when the fees are calculated, they're based on the address you provide. We're going to talk about that a little bit more as we get along here. That's my zip code. Now, once the model year, so let's say it's a 2020, and we calculate the fees. So, sales tax on a $20,000 vehicle for my zip code is right there, and the registration fee calculation is right there. But if you enter your price of any car that you're considering buying and your information. The DMV's site will kind of calculate it. Now, sales tax, the DMV site messes up sometimes. So I recommend go to the CDTFA website, click on tax and fee rates, and sales and use tax rates, because every time you have an election, the voters that live in your neighborhood choose yes or no on taxes. So the taxes all over the state of California and everywhere else are very different. So you can find out what your tax rate is, because it's based on the address you're going to provide where the vehicle will be kept. So let's say if you're in Kern County, they have as low as 7.25%. That's the lowest tax rate in the state of California. But what if you're in, say, El Monte, and El Monte has 10%, but some of LA County has 10.5% tax rate. So you have to see what your tax rate is based on your city or your county to calculate your out-the-door fees. And as a dealer, if we're going to calculate it, we need to know your address to run the numbers like I'm showing you here to find out what you're going to have to pay. It's up to between you and the state of California and your elections that you participate or don't participate in, how you decide what your tax rate is going to be. I'm entering in my address, and then this is finding a sales tax rate by address portion of their CDTFA website, and it actually shows a little map of the city and shows this whole city is 7.75%, and it can do that for anywhere in the state of California on the state of California CDTFA website. Now, modern vehicles are built by robots. Robot welders weld the bodies together and stamp out the parts, as you see here in the video. Most of the vehicles that you would possibly buy are built in a similar way, using robots to do all the welding and precision mechanical construction of the body. Now, this is a unibody you're looking at. A unibody stands for unitized body. It's the body structure. Once it comes out of the factory, anytime you do any damage to this portion of the car, then that's considered structural damage. Any bit of this, if you hit a post, you drill a hole, anything that's damaging this part of the body is considered structural damage, as opposed to a body on frame construction could be a frame damage, because it looks like a ladder frame. If it's damaged, that's frame damage. So we try to get cars that have not been any kind of serious or major accident of any sort. A little bit of scratch, a little bit of dent is almost inevitable. That's fine, but we don't sell major accident cars. We don't sell salvage title cars. We don't want to mess with that. The ladder construction or the unibody construction cars, we try to sell grade A condition vehicles in excellent shape. It's possible there could be a little bit of body work, so ask us on a case-by-case basis with each vehicle. We can check and see if we're aware of any body work. Also, the Carfax sometimes gives a clue, but the Carfax can throw you off, making you think it's worse than it actually is. So talk to us and get clarification if you have any concerns about any accident. Now, if your vehicle is delivered by a transport or the dealership across state lines out of California to a place other than California, and first use by you occurs outside the state of California, then the transaction may be exempt from California tax. Special conditions apply, and that has to be documented. So my name is Mike Johnson. Thank you for watching my video tour. Go to my website, see if this vehicle is still available. The website is mybestcar.com. And are you watching this video on your little phone? Don't do that. Watch it on a big computer screen, or better, the big giant TV in your living room. Go in your living room, turn on that big TV you got, open up the YouTube app, and then go to search for my channel. My channel is mybestcar.com without the dot on YouTube, and then you'll find this video on there. And if the vehicle is available, you'll see it on my website, which is mybestcar.com. If you're paying for the vehicle, your check is paid to the order of a buyer's choice, or your bank. If you're financing this, your bank or credit union
we'll give you a purchase order so that they can generate funding to finance the vehicle. So the company name is A Buyer's Choice. My name is Mike Johnson. Give me a call between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. California time, 951-681-2101. Thank you for watching.